Hi, I am Dr. Lauritzen. This is Read, Write, and Cite, the channel where I teach you how to read, write, and cite for your college English classes. And in this video, is going to be the first in a series of tutorials showing how to format and cite using MLA style. This has been the most popular thing on the site to this point, and so I figured I could break it up and have really solid videos on each thing. So what I'm doing right now, I'm going to show you my screen. There we go. Okay, this is a blank document in Microsoft Word. If you're not using Microsoft Word, it's going to have really similar features. But I'm going to show you how to format the paper. Now, real fast format is putting everything where it goes, the right information where it goes, for MLA style. Now, for MLA style, we don't really do title pages unless your teacher asks for it, but we do have some information that shows up on every page. We do have some information that shows up on the first page, and then rules for how the body of the paper looks. We're going to hit on some of those now. So let's go and get started. Here we have Microsoft Word. The first thing we need to do is in the upper right hand corner, you have to have the author's name and the page number. You're the author, so this would be your name. If you go up to Insert, we'll let this think for a bit. There we go. Okay, you're going to add a header or a page number. I'm going to go and click page number. It's just a faster way to do it. I'm going to go to the top of the page because I need this up at the top. And I'm going to go to the upper right hand corner. Just click that. That's it. Now what I've done is I've told Microsoft Word, no matter how many pages I have in this document, this shows up on all of them. Now you can adjust things so that it's different on the first page or on odd and even pages. If you're doing other things in Word, that's fine. But for MLA, every page is the same. So you just want to make sure that's there. And I'm going to back up. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and type last name. So you wouldn't actually type last name, you would actually type a name. And I'm going to go ahead and change this to be Times New Roman and size 12. Now, depending on your teacher, they probably don't care about this. MLA doesn't say it has to be Times New Roman, but this is kind of standard. So it's definitely not going to get you in trouble unless teacher has said otherwise. So we're going to have last name and page number. I'm going to double click off. It grays it out, but it's not going to be grayed on your page. It's just there, and now you can forget about that. Okay, next thing, every single page in every single item in an MLA paper has to be in double spaced. So I'm going to go ahead and before I do anything else, I'm just going to double space. You can tell it's this icon right here that has the arrows pointing up and pointing down. Depending on whatever program you might be using, you might have a similar looking button. So I'm going to go and click on this. I hit 2.0 and I'm done. Everything that I type from this point on out is going to be double spaced. And double space means it's just putting an extra space between each line. This is more based on tradition than on necessity. Back in the day when, typewriter or whatever, you're typing something out, or early days of computers, your teachers, they'll get your document so that they can kind of write on it. With so much more being submitted online and through learning management systems, that it's probably not necessary anymore because we can see and we can mark other ways, but MLA still asks for it. So your teacher's probably going to still ask for it, so still probably need to do it. Okay, on the first page of your document, there's 4 pieces of information you need to include. You need to include your name. You need to include the teacher's name. You need to include the class name and the date. Now there are some rules about the date on MLA. We do dates backwards. So you do day, then the month, then the year. So because of that, there's no comma in there. So like today, I'm recording this on October 10th, so it'd be 10 October 2018. Does that make sense? Okay. Now again, my font is off, so I'm going to go ahead and just change this Times New Roman, size 12. Okay, so again, you would put your name here, you would put your teacher's name, you know, Dr. Lauritzen, Mr. So-and-so, Mrs. So-and-so, Miss So-and-so, whatever. The name of the class, English 100, 102, whatever, right? And then remember the date, you do backwards. Now, where a lot of students get confused is the next part. They think that the title has to look different. They're trying to be creative with it, and unfortunately, MLA doesn't allow for creativity in what it looks like. You can look at an MLA paper and you can tell it's MLA, right? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit enter. One time, because everything's double spaced, I don't need to do anything extra, and I'm just gonna write title, because this would be where the title would go. And it is centered in the middle of the page. I just clicked here under Center Justify. All right? Okay, now, I don't make this bold, I don't make this a different size, I don't underline it, I don't do anything to it. It's the same. It follows the normal rules for capitalizing words in a title. You know, most words other than, I don't know, like short prepositions or articles are probably capitalized. In general, you capitalize most words in a title here. It's up to your teacher whether, you know, they're up to like a creative title or if you need something kind of generic that explains what it is. Not important. Important thing is it's simple, it's not crazy, and it's not extra space. Okay? Now, on the immediate next line, I just hit enter one time. Because it's double spaced, there's space there, and I didn't do anything crazy. Okay? And now it's left justified. So I clicked here to align left. I hit tab one time, and then I just start typing the body of the paper. So that's it. This is the basic format for an MLA document. The author's name, upper right-hand corner, page number, student's name, which would be you, teacher's name, the class name, the date, which remembers backwards on the immediate next line, the title, which is centered, the body of your paper starts on the immediately next line. There's not extra space, just double space, and you indent paragraphs. That's the basic format. Now, if you're going to be doing a works cited page because you've cited something, you see how it automatically updated? I just went to the next page. You follow the same rules for the title, but you don't repeat all this stuff because that's on the first page. Doesn't need to be repeated. So I'm going to put works cited. That is centered. I hit enter. I align left. And then I start typing in my citations. And we're going to talk about how to do citations in a different video, but this is it. These are the basics. This is how you format a paper following MLA. There are a couple other rules, like if you have a really long quote, you need to block text it. I have another video on this channel on how to do a block quote. Basically, you indent twice and you take off quotation marks. That's it. That's it. You still cite it like you would any other quote. Headings, there are specific rules you can look up in your MLA guide, but these are the basics. Nothing fancy. This is it. You do this, you should be in good shape. Now, I'm going to reveal a secret though. This is how you do it. If you're using a modern version of Microsoft Word, it'll actually have a template called MLA Style, but it's going to have a bunch of content. You would have to delete it. This is what you would type if you did it from scratch. And what you can do is you do this one time, you go over to File, and you go to Save As, and then you can just, whatever you want to call your MLA template, and you can actually just save this as a template, a .dotx file, and then it'll show up. As long as it's set up right, it'll show up every time, and you can just click on it, and you've already done the work. So, one more thing to help you out. Again, that's it for this video. If you want to learn how to do in-text citations or do works cited, I've got more videos coming on that soon. So, probably linked after this. But that's it. I'm Dr. Jacob Lauritzen, and this has been Read, Write, and Cite. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.